a journey to true understanding and healing. Autism is no longer rare. Today, 1 in 36 children receive this diagnosis, and the number continues to rise. But behind these statistics lies an alarming truth. Autism has become increasingly misunderstood. While you may hear about neurodiversity and proudly autistic narratives online, we at Cultivate believe in honoring and supporting every child's unique path. However, for families navigating the day-to-day struggles of level 2 and level 3 autism, the reality is much more complex. It's not simply about different ways of thinking or unique personality traits. It's about real, challenging health issues that affect your child's ability to function in the world around them. Many of these children are trapped in a nervous system overload with stress, struggling with sleep, communication, motor, coordination, and behaviors that leave their families in a state of crisis. Parents are exhausted searching for answers, and yet conventional medicine continues to attribute autism to genetic causes with little consideration for the deeper neurological factors that are actually at play. But what if there's more fundamental cause? What if the key to understanding autism lies in the function of the nervous system and the events that led to dysfunction early in life? In this video, we'll dive into the true root causes of autism, explore the different levels of autism, and show why understanding the neurological foundation of autism is crucial to truly supporting these children and their families. I want to share Beckham's story. So it's a story of hope and transformation, one that resonates deeply with the families we work with. When we first met Beckham, he was facing significant challenges, from difficulty communicating and sensory overload to struggles with transitions and meltdowns. His parents were pretty tired and searching for solutions that could bring real change. But fast forward to today, and Beckham is thriving in ways that his parents never thought possible. His speech is dramatically improved. Where he once struggled to communicate, he's now asking for what he wants and he needs. And he no longer whines and gets frustrated because others don't understand his needs. He can now express himself more clearly, and this shift has led to fewer meltdowns. His cognitive development has also seen tremendous progress. Beckham is more aware of his surroundings and is more responsive to his parents and his siblings. He understands what's going on around him. He follows directions more efficiently and even able to explain what their day will look like in a sequence, something that used to be a source of anxiety and confusion for him. Socially, Beckham's growth has been so heartwarming to our team. He no longer is the child that prefers to be alone, avoiding his siblings. Now he's actively seeks out playtime with his brothers, something his parents had always hoped for but never thought they would see. The bond between Beckham and his brothers is now stronger than ever before, a source of immense joy for their whole family and our team. Despite some ongoing struggles with transitions, Beckham is doing much better than ever before. He's participating fully in school, no longer asking for breaks or retreating to avoid overwhelming situations. His sensory processing has improved significantly. He no longer reacts to sounds like music or the blender in the home or the toilet flushing, which used to cause him great distress. Perhaps one of the most remarkable moments for his parents is when Beckham sat through a full 45-minute presentation at school, something that would have been unimaginable just a few months prior to this experience. His parents received a photo of him sitting with his class for the first time he's ever been photographed in such a setting. This moment was a true testament to the progress Beckham has made, a milestone that his family gets to cherish forever. Even Beckham's emotional regulation has improved. While meltdowns were once an absolute daily occurrence, they've become rare and brief and no longer is affecting his entire day. Beckham's emotional outbursts are now much shorter and moves on so much quicker, a sign of growing emotional maturity. So when we track this healing for Beckham, His progress and the power of his neurological care, the most powerful part of Beckham's journey is we track true nervous system healing over his time under his care with our office. This means that changes we're seeing in Beckham, from speech improvements to emotional regulation to social engagements, are not just temporary fixes. We're addressing the deeper layers of healing and creating lasting change that will continue to benefit him and his family for so many years to come. So let's get into understanding these levels of autism and what they really mean for a child's future. Autism is categorized into 3 levels according to the DSM-5 based on the amount of support a child needs. Level 1 requires support for social, communication, and inflexible behaviors. Level 2 is going to require substantial support for more pronounced communication, delays, and repetitive behaviors stemming. Level 3 requires very substantial support with severe communication impairments and extremely limited social interaction. But here's the thing. While these levels help determine what kind of educational and therapeutic support a child may need, they don't address the underlying neurological dysfunction that creates these traits to be a part of a child's nervous system in the first place. At Cultivate, we've seen firsthand how the levels of autism can change when the root of the neurological dysfunction is addressed. When we focus on rebalancing the nervous system through neurologically focused chiropractic care, many of the struggles these children face can improve dramatically. The real root cause behind autism that most doctors miss, here's the truth that many doctors will often overlook. Autism is not just a genetic condition, nor is it merely about gut health. As traditional medicine often claims, the real root cause stems from a cascade of stressors that began early during critical developmental moments, stressors that disrupt the development of the nervous system. We refer to this as the perfect storm, which can include infertility challenges and maternal stress before pregnancy, which can be big, birth trauma from interventions like C-sections, forceps, vacuum extractions, or just big hands twisting on their very delicate head and neck, exposure to toxins, antibiotics, and medications early in life, often without parents even knowing. These stressors create neurological dysfunction known as subluxation and dysautonomia, where the sympathetic side of your nervous system, which is responsible for the fight or flight stress response, it gets stuck in overdrive because all of this chronic stress, while the parasympathetic system responsible for regulating healing unfortunately is suppressed. This dysfunction has far-reaching consequences, from digestion and immune challenges to developmental delays, motor coordination issues, sensory processing struggles, and behavioral difficulties like stimming and tics. The stress and overwhelm that builds up in a child's nervous system is what triggers the traits we see in autism. And when the nervous system is rebalanced, profound changes are possible, as we heard with Beckham's story. Understanding the severity of autism, how level 2 and 3 differ from level 1. The key difference between level 1 and level 2 or 3 autism lies in the severity of neurological dysfunction. The children with level 2 and level 3 autism, the degree of dysfunction is much more profound. These children often need very substantial support as their nervous system is overwhelmed to the point that communication and social interaction becomes extremely difficult. The impact is deep, and it affects not just communication, but basic bodily functions like digestion, motor coordination, and even sensory processing. Children with level 1 autism may still experience challenges such as sensory sensitivities, social anxiety, and digestive or sleep issues, but the severity is often less intense and they may respond to interventions more easily. These children often adapt better to therapies and other forms of support. The earlier a child is exposed to stressors, we call the perfect storm, and the more severe those stressors are, the stronger the connection to the severity of autism later in life. This explains why some children need minimal support while others require extensive help. How does neurologically focused chiropractic care help? This care provides a deeper level of support. This is where Cultivate's approach becomes truly foundational. Rather than relying on symptoms or general surveys to assess the severity of autism, we use Insight neurological scanning technology to directly measure the depth and severity of neurological dysfunction. We're able to identify neuroinflammation, which is contributing to autism traits, disrupted neuromotor tone and coordination that affect movement and development, overall nervous system dysregulation we can see on these scans, or dysautonomia that keeps the child stuck in a fight or flight mode. By using this technology, we can pinpoint exactly what is happening in your child's nervous system, which allows us to create a more personalized plan of care. It is actually designed to address the unique needs of each child who is suffering with autism. No more cookie cutter approaches that only treat the surface level symptoms. Through our care, we help restore balance to the nervous system, promoting proper brain and body communication through the nervous system. And it's going to allow the vagus nerve to regain its ability to regulate. This is where true healing begins, not just treating symptoms, but addressing the root cause. Take a closer look at the scans we commonly use to assess children with level 2 and level 3 autism. You'll see how these scans allow us to accurately measure the dysfunction and create targeted, customized plans of care that can bring real improvement to your child's life. At Cultivate, we're committed to providing hope and real solutions for families impacted by autism. Understanding the root causes of your child's challenges and addressing the neurological foundation of their health is key to creating lasting change. Together, we can help your child reach their absolute fullest potential. Lastly, the best thing ever is that we can truly track the nervous system healing. Plans of care that are going to show your child progressing, to show them coming out of the storm. This allows us to know for sure that we're addressing exactly where we need to be addressing within the nervous system to get to those deeper layers of healing. The story of Beckham not only shows the progress one child can make, but it also offers hope to other parents struggling with similar challenges. It highlights how much transformation and potential if we address the root cause of the nervous system dysfunction and show measurable change through progress. That's what it's about, is connecting with you guys to know that there's so much more potential within their nervous system. If you guys need to learn more about how our office can serve your family and help your child get through this storm, please reach out to us. We look forward to serving your family at Cultivate.